So we just wanted to do a quick tack on before we started this month or this week's tidbits that we in fact got it done. So our Starry Nights that we did with you last week about the start to finish quilting is all put together, ready to quilt. It went together like a dream. Truly, truly did. And I misspoke last week. We had put border. This was binding. This wasn't an inner border because it was a pieced inner border. So just wanted to let you know that it was all done, ready to quilt. Hi, and happy last week of October. Is it October?
No, last week of September.
Oh, God, I can go back to bed.
You said you wanted to this morning.
I did say I wanted to this morning. Anyways, happy last week of September. We decided what we were going to do is show you one more project that used pre-cuts, and this time it's jelly rolls, because remember, this is all 10% off pre-cuts, free shipping on everything if you need it, but that goes until, when's the 30th?
I don't know.
Is it Friday?
Whatever day it is.
Whatever day it is. I think it's Thursday. Thursday. So you got a couple more days to take advantage of that sale. So most of you know about the jelly roll rugs, which is this guy right here, and you may have done them in the past. Very quick and easy. Well, no, I won't say quick. That's a big old fat lie.
Yeah.
But it's not complicated. It truly isn't.
It's almost one of those mindless, fun, just relaxing.
It really is. I mean, the biggest part is to try to get everything to lay nice and flat, which if your machine is actually into a cabinet, it's no problem at all.
Right.
It's just if it's up, then you got to kind of build around your machine to keep things nice and level. But no biggie. Anyways, what I did yesterday is I took one of our jelly rolls, which happens to be, which one did I grab? This one was the Riley Blake Adele Autumn, which because we're into autumn colors now, and you can see the fabrics in here in my mess of a jelly roll, and they are just wonderful. Those nice oranges and lime greens or olive greens and the browns and the golds. So a very, very pretty jelly roll. And what I did is I used this pattern because I didn't want to do a rug. I wanted to do something different. So this does placemats, pillows, coasters.
Wait, I'm going to try a new technique with the camera.
Yeah, I taught the old dog something new this morning.
Thank you for calling me an old dog. I am doing a close-in shot.
You're zooming.
And I will slowly zoom out. Okay.
So RJ Designs is one of the companies that has really kind of been spearheading all of this, the jelly roll rugs and all those, because they have different shapes of them. But the one thing that I do differently from them, because she tells you how to prepare your pieces, and there's there's pre-cut batting strips, either the 2.5 or 2 1/4, because that matches what size your jelly roll is.
Back in the old days when we first started these things, they used clothesline. The heavy clothesline string.
Right.
And it made a great product, but it was a little more difficult to work with.
It was more to work with, but it was much stiffer too.
Yes, much stiffer.
This was meant to be softer, so the batting works perfect for it. Personally, I have a lot of scraps of batting in my sewing room, which I'm sure you all do too. It's really easy to whack them up into 2.5-inch strips. So I very honestly, that's what I went through my stash, and I just cut them into, and you can see they're not even quite straight. And the cat may have laid on them for a little while, so they might be a little extra furry. But so she tells you how to prepare your strips, the batting and all that, and to get down to your tubes, which I don't know, where's my, this is where I left off, how you get down into the tube part of it. And you can see it's still a
not
work
up
in
there.
progress.
I can't see.
Oh,
okay, all right, that's all right.
It's a work in progress. Probably the most pain in the neck, I was going to say a different word, pain in the neck part of this whole process is when you've sewn all of your strips together to get them untangled.
Oh,
because they're
tough,
twisted.
Marty.
It's not hard, but it's just a pain in the neck because you have to go
I was
through
being
the
sarcastic.
whole length.
I was being sarcastic.
I know you were, but it is. You've never done it.
Okay, yes, I have. I made a humongous bowl.
Anyways, so moving on. So once you get your pieces all done, what they normally have you can do, and you can see on the rug, is you use a wide zigzag, as wide as you can get it, and you kind of butt them and just stitch them together. Now I wanted to find on here, because I know that it happened, They always request that you use like a 90-14 needle. And
That's
well,
okay.
dang, I can't find one. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, never mind.
Never
9
mind.
times out of 10, and if it's a bad day, it skips. So you get skipped stitches all along. I mean, I had one project when I was doing it was skipping every other stitch. It was making me very angry. So anyways, what I have decided to do is I used a different stitch. And as you can see on my placemat, it does the exact same thing. It still is tying your pieces together, but this is a serpentine stitch. So rather than making your machine jerk back and forth, it is stitching it back and forth.
I can't find your finger. Never mind.
Right there, it's on. I put it on the light piece because I
was
figured
over there
you
on
can
the light
see
piece.
it. But anyways, I had an 80-12 needle in this, and I didn't skip once.
Yay!
So I really like this stitch over the zigzag just because to me it works way better. So this is going to be the start of a placemat, and this is going to be the binding on it, which is going to look absolutely amazing. But you can see, I mean, it really isn't hard to do. It's time consuming, but it's not hard. And just imagine doing this same thing with your pillows and your placemats. We grabbed out some other ones. This is another fall. This would be a much lighter one. That's the Adele. And then what about spring and summer colors? That's your blues, your greens, your roses. That would be absolutely gorgeous. That is the Flower and Vine. And then what about Christmas? This is Farmhouse Christmas.
Actually, you can look at the end and you can get a nice visual.
A little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a non-metallic, so more of a country. So it's those really nice deep reds with the bluer greens and the creams.
I was thinking the little crayon one.
This guy.
Yeah, can you make, if you did little placemats for your grandchildren, so when they came to the grandparents' house, they would have their own placemat.
Yep, and that's the Fisher-Price jelly roll.
Yeah. We don't have to go through them all. But...
No, but of course, Kansas Troubles. It would look just like this. That would be absolutely gorgeous. This is Holly Taylor, Christmas. This would be absolutely beautiful. And it actually would go into winter also, so very multi-purpose.
We got a couple new ones.
Yes, we did get a new one, Pam Buddha. Better late than never.
Yeah, good old Pam. She
Better
does
late than
beautiful
never.
stuff.
This is Prairie Dry Goods, just arrived yesterday. So we have both jelly rolls and layer cakes of those guys.
Show us the...
And we took off the band so that you can see the colors in this one. And this would be just great for every day. For placemats or pillows. If you have that country colors in your home, that would be absolutely perfect. And the nice thing about this one, there's not a whole lot of lights in it. So you would basically have all of those dark colors. So for a project like this, it would be great. That was Halloween. What was this guy?
Oh,
if you
that
were,
was very a little more contemporary.
A little more contemporary. And actually, I want to take the color off of this one so you can see it. This one is basically a grays and taupes. Let me see. Is there a? It's always a bank. Whether there's a rubber band underneath it, so that when you pull this off, or if it's going to
explode on your in your hands.
Yes, there's one.
Okay.
There, so you can see things a little bit better. But see, that's definitely more of those grays and tans. That would be elegant.
And it's actually metallic, too.
There's a little bit of metallic on it, yep, and then it goes into the black accent. So that'd be fabulous as a placemat. Very, very nice.
So anyways, that's all the pre-cuts.
So that's all the pre-cuts. Two other things that we wanted to talk to you about real quick. Just a little bit of a spoiler alert. So we said this was the last week of September or October, whichever one you want to be
September.
And then next week we're starting in. So next week will be the first week in October, and that means fall. So we've got a ton of fall things that we want to show you.
And Halloween.
Yep, still not too late for Halloween. And plus there's always, Halloween does come every year.
I know sometimes you can't get in the mood to do something Halloween-y.
Until Halloween is there.
Until it's October. And you know, well, I'm not going to get it done for this Halloween, so what?
Right.
I'm enjoying the season.
Right. And then the last thing that we wanted to talk to you about is we have been having one glitch, not with the website, but with our mailing, that unsubscribes. So there's some of the unsubscribes that have come through that we know that we kind of question. So we've contacted the people and they did not unsubscribe.
And if you want to unsubscribe, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. This is America. Last time we checked, you can unsubscribe if you want to. But the thing is, if you stop getting them, maybe pop us off an email and just say, did something happen with it so we can do it? I mean, we're still fighting with MailChimp about getting some of these people back on, but anyways,
we'll do
it's a fight for down the road.
Yeah,
but we just wanted to catch you up on those 2 little tidbits of news. And remember, you have until Thursday, 10% off of all of our layer cakes.
Wait a minute, I'm going to slowly.
You have been enjoying them, and that's great. There's still more, not to worry.
And we'll have them all along, too.
Yes.
Okay.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.